Good evening. You're watching Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, L.K. Advani says no to the anointment of Narendra Modi as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate. But with the party and the RSS determined to go ahead, is Mr. Modi's elevation unstoppable? Can the BJP survive the infighting? And should the Congress also project a face for 2014? Will the next election become a personality contest? Those are some of the questions we're asking on a day when the BJP may put off its parliamentary board meeting this Friday after a sulking L.K. Advani has refused to accept what many say is the inevitable, the anointment of Narendra Modi as the BJP's prime ministerial candidate. While there are attempts to get Mr. Advani to come around, sources say the BJP may just go ahead and announce Mr. Modi's name anyway.
A desperate Rajnath Singh driving to L.K. Advani's house. The RSS wants Narendra Modi anointed, and that too before the 19th of September. But L.K. Advani is still saying no, sticking to his stand that Modi's elevation now may unite political forces against him. Within 24 hours, this was the BJP's second attempt at persuading Advani. Ex-party President Nitin Gadkari met Advani and failed, and promptly reported his failure to the RSS headquarters. This forced the Sangh and the BJP president to change strategy. The plan to call a parliamentary board meeting was put on hold. Rajnath Singh started individual meetings with dissenters, but officially, the BJP is still denying any divide.
अभी तक ऐसा कोई भी औपचारिक निर्णय नहीं हुआ है. भाजपा में किसी भी नेता का किसी के प्रति कोई विरोध नहीं है, ना कोई प्रतिस्पर्धा है.
The BJP fears if a parliamentary board meet is called, Advani may skip it in a repeat of 9th June when he didn't attend Modi's anointment as campaign chief and resigned the next day. But the RSS says time is running out. It wants Modi elevated before the 19th, as after that, an inauspicious period will last till October. So it's saying no to Advani's demand of elevating Modi after the assembly polls. If Shivraj Chauhan wins Madhya Pradesh for the third time, Modi's detractors may pitch him against the Gujarat Chief Minister, and this may split the BJP. The Congress, meanwhile, is ridiculing the BJP's dilemma.
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री की घोषणा कोई भी कर सकता है, कोई भी छोटी बड़ी पार्टी कर सकता है. कल रामू शामू दामू कोई भी कर सकते हैं, उसमें कोई बात नहीं है. कोई भी कर सकता है, उनके पार्टी का वो सवाल है. लेकिन हमारा नेता तो राहुल गांधी है, वो तो हमने बोल दिया है पहले.
So will Rajnath Singh anoint Narendra Modi on the basis of a majority decision via a parliamentary board or without it? Or will he put everything on hold, wait for a consensus to emerge? Will he execute what the RSS wishes? Or will he avoid a showdown with L.K. Advani and Sushma Swaraj, which can kill the high of Narendra Modi's elevation? On the other hand, L.K. Advani is fighting perhaps the last big battle of his political career. If he fails to stall Narendra Modi, he will lose a lot. But if he manages, he will prove that he is still the Saffron Parivar's Iron Man. Rahul Srivastav for NDTV.
Well, the question really is, despite the opposition of Mr. Advani and perhaps some other senior leaders in the BJP, is Mr. Modi's elevation as the prime ministerial candidate, as the face of the BJP for 2014 now inevitable, and is he unstoppable? We've got Swapan Das Gupta here in the studio with us. Meenakshi Lekhi of the BJP joins us tonight. Also with us, Naresh Gujral, Rajya Sabha MP of the Shiromani Akali Dal, an ally that has spoken out in great praise of Mr. Modi in particular in the last few days. And we have activist Javed Anand with us tonight. Let me ask Swapan first. What do you think the BJP will do? Clearly, Mr. Advani is in a sulk, but do you think they'll go ahead and announce Mr. Modi's candidature anyway?
I think that issue is more or less settled. I think what we are waiting for is the formal announcement to the effect. I think as far as the BJP apparatus is concerned, the party's rank and file, its activists, its entire network is concerned, they've more or less accepted the fact that Mr. Modi is going to be their face for the 2014 elections. And as you can see from the rally in Jaipur, the rally which is going to be held in Patna, the rally which is in Rewari, I think the programs are getting chalked out in that effect. So in this case, what we are seeing is a bout of what I would personally call manana politics.
Manana politics. You mean they're going to go through the motions of trying to pacify him?
I think they're overdoing it. I think, you know, sometimes some people are pretending that this is a game of hockey which is not being played on AstroTurf but being played on the old grass turf, and they are Dhyan Chands and they are dribbling the ball constantly here and there without taking a shot at the goal. Now, I think you're going to get a point at which exasperation is going to mount. The mood, as far as the BJP senses, is entirely favourable by their reckoning, and the issue is settled. So I really don't know whether you're really waiting for Pitru Paksh to come in or have it before Pitru Paksh.
But you feel they're bending over backwards to try and assuage him. So, Meenakshi Lekhi, as diplomatically as possible, as much as you can say as a spokesperson, what does the party feel? What do the cadre feel, the rank and file, that Mr. Modi's time has come? Do you believe essentially that by projecting him now, you stand to benefit a lot more?
You see, Mr. Modi's stature as a national leader is for all to see. I guess the media headlines itself speak about it, where you like it or you hate it, but you need to discuss it minimum once a week, if not more. And
at least,
if not every day. So I think that is as much as one can speak on behalf of the people. Now, so far as declaring somebody as a PM candidate or not, that is the jurisdiction of the parliamentary board, and parliamentary board needs to meet in a setting. They need to have certain procedures. So all those things will be done, and whatever has to happen, declare it, not declare it, delay it, do it in time, all that.
But what does the rank and file feel? As Swapan says, is there an element of exasperation coming in among those who want to see a change within the party?
You see, picking it up from Swapan, he compared it with a dribbling or a dribble in a hockey match. I'll say the time is of T20. So either you file a sixer or you get out is what the mood of the nation is. And it is in that context we need to take it forward.
Okay, T20, younger players, test matches. I'm going to read all kinds of things into that. We have Mr. Pavan Verma, the cultural advisor to Nitish Kumar, also joining us. Mr. Verma, however, do you believe that by sidelining Mr. Advani or ignoring his concerns, the BJP would be making a mistake, or that today the party has genuinely moved on? I know you have your differences with Mr. Modi, which is why your party parted ways with the BJP, but there isn't any doubt, at least within the BJP, that he is their tallest leader today.
No, Nidhi, it's for a political party to decide who they wish to make their candidate for the prime ministership. The JDU's reservations and Mr. Nitish Kumar's reservations are known, they hardly need reiteration. I don't believe that what Swapan is calling manana politics, it's a new expression, I think, in the BJP, by which you describe how you are able to persuade whom you also call your tallest leader, which I have heard throughout the day from the top BJP leaders, that he is our tallest leader. If that is now being reduced to some kind of petulant manana politics, I think there is perhaps within the BJP also, in those sections which have not been completely hijacked, there are some reservations which the party will discuss. I know there are other parliamentary board members who perhaps have reservations. But it's for the BJP to decide. Our reservations are known. Our reservations have been stated by Mr. Nitish Kumar a year ago, that this country, with the realities it faces, needs a person who is inclusive in character, without rough edges, with a secular vision, who can carry all the people of India in conformity with the reality of India. And that many claims that Mr. Modi has made, including on governance, are both patchy and inadequate and need to be interrogated. And there is also an issue of temperament. I think recently the Vanzara letter has pointed to a certain unidimensionalism in the way you handle issues. But these are not the issues I am going to. The BJP parliamentary board is going to meet and they'll decide.
No, and look, these are issues we need to talk about as well. But I first want to focus on the issue that the BJP seems to be grappling with. And as an ally, Mr. Gujral, we heard Prakash Singh Badal call Mr. Modi one of the country's greatest leaders earlier this week. Does the Akali Dal believe that the time is now, that Mr. Modi would be a good prime ministerial candidate, someone who should be projected now for the NDA?
Mr. Badal has, in very unambiguous terms, made our stand very clear. he feels that Mr. Modi must come center stage because there's a void, and he feels that the youth of this country needs to be energized. And he feels that if Mr. Modi was to come center stage, NDA would do extremely well in the coming elections. So our stand is very clear and absolutely unambiguous. But as far as secularism is concerned, I want to point out one thing very clearly. We are a secular party. In fact, we were the victims of those who call themselves secular. 84 riots were engineered by those who call themselves secular. And as far as NDA is concerned, we have a common minimum program. 370 is non-negotiable. Our stand on Uniform Civil Code is very clear, and on the Mandir Masjid issue is very clear. So there is no doubt in my mind that the next government will be a secular government.
You're very clear in your stand, but I just want to ask Swapan, before we talk more about Mr. Modi and his PM ambitions, that is it wise to ignore the concerns that Sushma Swaraj also raises, because it's not Mr. Advani alone, or that Murli Manohar Joshi has about Mr. Modi? Would that be wise for the BJP? How will they deal with that?
Tell me, Nidhi, democratic politics always involves a process of selection. You have to choose between various perspectives. Tell me any place apart from North Korea and maybe China where there is unanimity of this, a complete unanimity. There may be reservations and misgivings on the part of Mr. Advani and Sushma Swaraj, but ultimately I think they will have to bow, and I think normal political courtesy demands that they bow to the wishes of the overwhelming majority. I think the manner in which Mr. Advani has been conducting himself in the past few months has certainly diminished his stature in the eyes of the BJP loyalists. Certainly he has acquired very many new friends, those of whom who will oppose the NDA in the elections. But as far as the BJP's own faithful are concerned, the voters are concerned, and especially the new voters are concerned, I think Mr. Advani is history. And it's unfortunate that he sees himself to have a direct contemporary relevance.